For those of you who don't know me, I'm Christy White. I am the mom to these two silly and amazing girls right here. Do you want to introduce yourselves? What's your name? This one, the big one.
Madison.
Yes, and what's your name?
Monroe.
Yes, Madison and Monroe.
I'm 5 years old. I'm 2 years old.
Look at that. I met Robert about 17 years ago at law school. We were just baby adults trying to pass our classes and make a way for ourselves and hopefully have a job. We've come a long way, definitely. But even back then, I knew that Robert was pretty remarkable. You know, you meet those people in your life where you're like, that person's going to do something big. Person's going to make a difference. And that person was Robert. His love for policy and social justice and this city just rubbed off on me. And instead of having talks about what the latest happy hour trend is and our vacation bucket list, we started debating policies and things about education and affordable housing, talking a lot about it, and eventually did something about it. And these two great girls who we want to feel enriched by and safe in the city that they call home. But we can't have that reality unless everyone has that reality. And Robert and I know that, and I think everybody here knows
Anybody
that.
who knows me knows that my dad is my hero. My dad has taught me a lot of things, but the most important thing he's taught me is the importance of showing up. My dad has always shown up. When I was 8 years old and lost my mother to breast cancer, and I know that she's with me right now, my dad was there. A few weeks later, when I was in a car accident and almost died myself, when I woke up in the hospital, my dad was there. For the years that it took me to recover and catch back up, he was there. But he's not just been there for the big things. He always took off work to come to every single football game, every award ceremony, to drive down to my college on a Wednesday night to take me to dinner for my birthday, to knock on doors for my long shot DC Council campaign. He has always been there. And in the work that I do, I'm called very often to show up to very difficult conversations. And I don't always have the answer, but I learned from my dad how important it is to show up. And we know that this world has changed in the past 19 months. And we are no longer willing to just accept things the way that they are. We know that things have to change. Over the last 19 months, the pandemic has kept most of us in our homes and in our communities. And what we have seen is that some communities have had access to the services that they need, but some have not. Some people have trusted their government, but many of the people who need government the most have felt left behind yet again. Over the past 2 years, we have seen the world wake up and stand with people of color and say, our struggle is everyone's struggle. We have seen communities lean in and say that they are ready to act for equity. But just as the world has changed, just as our lives have changed, the leadership at the top has to change as well. The challenge in front of us is to invest in our most valuable resource, our people. It is the people who have begun to lose hope, to feel further away from opportunity, because they have not felt like government is a real partner with them, ready to work hand in hand. We have to call on the businesses and corporations that want to be a part of our city and those that are in our city and want to be part of our community and challenge them to invest in our schools, invest in our community, and invest in our people. That means that we have to bring in the best and brightest to the district government, but not just the best and brightest, but those who are truly committed to serving people, those who are guided by the principles of service and doing what is right. Those are the leaders that we need across our government. Equity can no longer be something that we talk about, something that we dream of. It has to be something that we act on boldly. I'm committed to recruiting world-class leaders that are ready to be innovative and invest in all of our people, including and especially the last, the least, and the lost in our communities. And I am committed to working together to finally achieve statehood for the District of Columbia, because we cannot be a first-class city when we are second-class citizens in our own country. The District of Columbia can be a shining example to a nation that is struggling to make real our commitment to equity. This is not a campaign. This is a calling. And I am calling on you to join us in this fight. You've taken the first step by being here tonight, but we are going to need your help for 9 months as we march our way to the Democratic mayoral primary. And I need you with me. So I ask that you stand with me, and I thank you for joining us tonight.
And Robert always displayed intelligence, capacity, an undying commitment to district residents. And let me just tell you something, an indefatigable work ethic without any hesitation. On day one, am supportive of Robert and I'm endorsing Robert. Robert White cares about DC residents, and he is invested in real public safety policies that go far beyond slogans. What's going on in the District of Columbia goes far beyond gentrification. There's an intensity of displacement in the District of Columbia. And that intense displacement, which knows no peer nationally, to be honest, I don't think if one's goal was to achieve intense displacement, it could have been done better than what the numbers show today. And I know that Robert White is going to work really, really hard to abate the issues around crime, displacement, and to help our people get the kind of training and encouragement and opportunity they need to feel pride in themselves and to help lift their families up. That I am 100% behind Robert White, an honest individual with high integrity.
Good evening, everyone. It is good to be with you. I tell you, there's no prouder father in this world than the one who is right here before you. Since Robert has been in city politics, when I run into people, they tell me, say, "Oh, your son is doing a fabulous job." And the thing I always tell them, if he doesn't, tell me. But to be able to travel around the city, to run into residents who tell me that I should be proud of my son and the work that he does, and that his passion and purpose shows in his work. That's what a father likes to hear. You, son, I am so proud. Lord have mercy. Am I bleeding? I think I'm glowing. That's my halo. Lord have mercy. I forgot to take it off. God bless you and strengthen you in that in which he has called you to. And this will be a tough race. You know, this will be work, but you are fit for the fight.
I will be DC's first fair elections mayoral candidate. To qualify for public financing, I need 1,000 DC residents to donate to our campaign. So I'm asking you to chip in. Small dollar donations are going to make this campaign. But I'm also asking you to volunteer. This is a people-powered campaign. The people who will be knocking on doors are people who believe in this vision, who believe that we can pull together in the district and that we have a moral responsibility to stand up for all people and to pull our city into a better day.